percentage.
Yo, what's good, man? Appreciate everybody that's going to tap in tonight, man. Listen, our quarterback has spoke. You feel me? And that's what's important. We going to break it down. I know, listen, I see y'all in the building. Y'all want to mock. Yeah, I'm saying we'll talk about that. You feel me? We might do a mock. I ain't going to promise you nothing, Mr. I want to mock. You know what I'm saying? But I really want to break down this JJ McCarthy nonsense. Well, it ain't really nonsense. I mean, it's just the facts. You feel me? It's just the facts. Shout out, Mr. I want to mock in the building, though, man. Let's go, Anthony Webb, man. Shout out to you. Scoliosis was good, man. Appreciate you. Non, I see you. Salif was good. Julian was good with you, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Let's go.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
We got Skywalking McCarthy. It's painful to be in simulation Viking Mars fan at the moment. Yeah, nah, facts, man. Dayon, what's good with you? Appreciate you tapping in, man. Shout out everybody in the building, man. Larry Allen, what's good with you? Appreciate you. Skol for life. Fade ya up. Let's go, man. Shout out my guy. Charles, what's good? Luff. Shout out Luff, man. Let's go, man. Appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Look, I'm going to play, to be real, our boy, JJ McCarthy, he went on tour today. All right, he went on tour, bruh. He went on a radio tour, #1 album in the damn world. You feel me? Like #1 album in the world. He went on tour, bruh. He had to do it. And we get to sit back. There was a sentence, right? In one of the interviews that just kind of made me be like, it's happening, bro. There is no competition. There is no, is he going to be the starter going into the 2024-2025 season? The 2025 season, there is no conversation, right? The facts are just the facts. It is what it is. He spilled the milk. Yeah, he spilled the milk. But let's do it, man. Appreciate everybody again, man. Once again, hit the like button. Hey, when you come in the building, man, hit the like button for the boy. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up the first one. We'll do the Rich. I like Rich Eisen, man. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? We'll shout out Rich Eisen, man. Yeah, shout out Rich Eisen, man. We go do that one first. All right, let's pull that one up. Let's see. Let me make sure I don't find my cord, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me get my shit together. All right. Tell me if y'all can hear this good.
I just smile when I see JJ McCarthy. How you doing, JJ?
All right, audio sound good?
Woo. I'm doing fantastic, Rich. It's always an honor and privilege to be on. TJ, Chris, Jay, it's an honor to talk
McCarthy
to you as well.
train is about to leave the station. That's a fact,
bro.
How's life?
Shout out Knowledge, man. Let's go.
It's definitely not an honor to talk to these
Why not?
guys.
You know, when we met JJ in Detroit, he won us over, and me and Brotman, we already like JJ.
Hey, Julian, we can definitely get it popping. Hey, look, man, just pull up the Skol Fest. Shout out Joker, man. I see you, Joker, man. Knowledge, my boy, man. What's good, man? Hey, pull up the Skol Fest. You already know. We gonna be Yale. You feel me? Gonna be like that. Shout out North, man. Why does JJ sound like a young KOC? No, that's a fact. Somebody commented under one of the videos too, saying that he sounds just like KOC. I'm like, yeah, it kind of does. That is what KOC is there for, though, to mentor this young guy, man. This guy is 22 years old. Like, this is KOC's son. Y'all ain't know that? Like, y'all didn't understand that was the whole process, was to bring a young guy like JJ McCarthy in at the age he is and groom him into being, I'm telling you, it's gonna be KOC's son. That's a fact.
And now we like them even more now. So that's our guy too.
And we have beads on. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's premature beads. They never want to do that.
Shout out Gil, man. What's good, Gil? I see you.
But it's good to see you. How you feeling? How's it going? You good?
I'm feeling fantastic, Rich. Couldn't be in a better spot, honestly, mentally, physically, spiritually. And we're just continuing to stack days at this point. And, with around 67 days till OTAs,
67. Yeah, listen, first of all, do you know the locked inness that you have to just come off the top of the dome during an interview and just say, we're 67 days. You know what I mean? We're not 60 days, a month, 2 months. To to come off the top of the dome. Hey, bro, we 67 days away. My boy is counting down the days. You hear me? Like, my boy got that shit stuck in his head. He is ready, bro. He's ready to get out there right now.
We got a lot of time, but not a lot of time to waste. So we're enjoying it, though.
Yeah, but who's counting, right? But I'm hearing you're ahead of schedule. Is that a fair way to term it? You're ahead of schedule?
That's very fair.
Okay.
Ahead of schedule. Hey, look, man, me and Bob have been, not Bob, I'm sorry, my bad, Bob. Me and Papa have been going back and forth, right? Because you know, Purple Papa, and I'm going to give Purple Papa a chance to, he's going to come in on Friday and defend himself. Like, this isn't me trying to talk about Papa while he ain't here to defend himself, but we have that relationship, so it's all good. He knows it's not personal. The thing is, Barber doesn't believe that, I mean, damn, I keep saying Barber, you on my mind, brother. I ain't gonna lie, man. My brother Bob on my mind right now. You feel me? Papa doesn't believe that JJ McCarthy is 100% ready to play. He's saying, I'm not buying into it until I see a doctor come out and say he's cleared to play. So I sent Papa the video and said, hey, look, this is coming out the horse's mouth, bro. Is he lying? You know what I mean? Like, is he lying? Hey, oh no, I said W Barber. No, facts W Barber, fade you up, man. Shout out fade you up, man. I'm thinking about my dog right now for sure. Like, my dog be supporting him.
Schedule.
I like that.
What has the last year been like for you, bud? What's it been like for you?
And I didn't watch this
great
yet.
Question,
so.
Rich. You know, for me, it's been really hard. Like, if I'm going to be straight up, and, you know, going from 15-0 national champion to your season ending, and, you know, being a part of,
Shout out
but
to
somewhat not
man.
a part of being on IR, that beautiful season that Minnesota had last year and that we had, and just being able to really witness and experience what it was like to be a successful team in the NFL, and also see some ways that we could always improve. And, you know, for that, it was an invaluable experience and ultimately a blessing. It really wasn't a blessing.
Yo, he does sound like Kevin O'Connor, though, dog. No cap, though. Like, bruh. Hey, this man literally, bro, like, you would think you're listening to damn Kevin O'Connor right now in this interview. Dead ass. Like, that shit is kind of scary. I ain't gonna cap. I'm not surprised, but at the end of the day, like, I do, it is kind of like scary how already you could tell, like, Kevin O'Connor, like, listen, young man, this is how your media train everything. This is how you do it. This is how you sound. Like, I ain't gonna cap. That shit is crazy. And they kind of look alike too. So it just makes it even more weird. You feel me? But I'm here for it though, bro. I'm here for the ride. You feel me? Like, cause I know this thing gonna pan out. He's going to put his all into it. Shout out Maddie. Shout out FT Maddie in the building. I see you, man. Hey, Too Evil. Shout out for you, man, for the 199. I said Myles Garrett for JJ McCarthy is a greatest trade. Hey, look, man, it's funny. We'll go listen to it too, because I think it's on TPP, so I don't have to search too hard for it. But there was a conversation today about, I think it might have been today or yesterday, about the Vikings possibly doing something like that. Bro, listen, it's not happening, dog. You feel me? Like, bro, we're not trading JJ McCarthy. And we'll know that by the end. And I know this isn't for you, Too Evil. I know you're doing your thing. But like, there is actual fans who really are buying into that. The ones that really haven't been JJ McCarthy fans from the get-go, right? They just don't accept that he's our quarterback, which that's fine. You don't have to accept it, but guess what? It's reality for you, all right? So regardless of how you feel, when you go to bed tonight, just know that number 9 is your quarterback for your favorite team, bro. If you don't like it, there's 31 other quarterbacks, bro. You feel me? JJ is going to be who he's going to be, and we will judge him after we see some evidence of him playing, bro. If he doesn't perform, hey, curb sessions. You feel me? Like, it is what it is. But guess what? I don't see curb sessions in the future, bro. I'm looking into the future. I just don't see it with JJ. Are we going to be frustrated with him during some games? Absolutely. Absolutely, we will. I mean, I'll be the first to tell you there probably is going to be games where we're going to hold him accountable and say, man, listen, bro, you fucked that up, bro. Like, for real, you bullshitting. There's going to be times like that. But as long as we know in the building tonight, when we go into the season, as long as you have that understanding, bro, there's no reason to really get too mad because we know this is a process, a journey, and we gonna ride this shit together. But guess what? The end goal is going to be getting to the championship. And one thing about JJ McCarthy is he's been to multiple at every level. So what makes me not believe he's gonna do it in the NFL? I believe it. You feel me? Shout out my boy Blunt in the building, man. I see you, man. Shout out Blunt in the building. Al Bundy in the building, man. My guy, man. I see you, man. Let's continue.
In disguise, the more I look back on this past year. But, you know, the hardest part was seeing all my brothers go out there every single Sunday, Monday, Thursday, and, you know, not be able to put up the armor with them. So.
But you know,
I like that.
You definitely. I was told you were around the team. You were traveling with the team pretty much since
October.
Like week 7, week 8, right? And you were in the quarterback's room. You were there. You were part of the preps, correct?
Facts.
JJ?
I was definitely a part of a lot of the preps and just being able to sit in on those Saturday QB meetings. You know, something that I really pinpoint is those meetings specifically is just KO talking about the offense, talking about the game plan for that week, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and most importantly, the why behind it. Because, you know, you don't get a lot of time with your head coach. You know, we've had great, you know, weekly hour-long meetings, but a lot of that's just on, you know, life and just getting to know each other and, you know, grow that chemistry that a quarterback.
Now, you heard what he said, right? Now, this makes sense now. This is why I'm glad I didn't watch this until I got on live, bro. It makes it better because we get to react to this together on here. I know most of y'all probably watch this. I mean, the whole world watch this, especially Vikings fans, because we see our quarterback doing a radio tour today. People tapping in. I didn't tap in because I knew like I would be able to do this tonight. I was just gonna do a video, and I was like, nah, we got to go live with Purple Gang tonight. We gotta have a meeting about this shit. Like, he had hour-long meetings weekly, man. Shout out my boy Andrew in the building. I see you, man. You already know, man. Let's go.
And the Ric Flair.
Weekly. That's why he sounds the way he sounds. You feel me? He said, you know, it's rubbing off. You said you wanted to trade JJ for Joe Burrow rap? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? I probably would have like 2 years ago if JJ was in the league, but man, nah, man. I'm sticking with JJ McCarthy, bro.
Back and a head coach, especially play caller, needs. So yeah, it was just awesome to be able to, you know, kind of pick Sam's brain, pick Nick's brain, Brett, Daniel,
Say bro,
like why they do the things that they do, and you know, hopefully add it to my repertoire if you know it resonates with me.
Yeah, I think Brett, you're referring to Rippon. He was in the room there, right? And Daniel Jones got there. You know, late in the year, Nick Mullins, big Nick Mullins, and then there's Sam Darnold.
Hold up.
What
did my boy just say? Big A. Hey, my boy, my boy Rich Eisen was about to say Big Nick Mullins, man. Hold up, you heard that shit? Hold on, watch this shit.
You're referring to Rippon? He was in the room there, right? And Daniel Jones got there. You know, late in the year, Nick Mullins, big Nick Mullins, and then there's Sam Darnold. What did
that boy said? Big Nick Mullins.
JJ
no,
McCarthy
bro, you was
throughout the season. That in retrospect,
ain't nobody ever call him Big Nick Mullins, man. Stop.
More difficult to pick up if you were actually playing, and you know, obviously, there's nothing beats the experience of live action and reps and being the guy. But what were you able to glean watching that you think now that you look back might have been a little bit more, you know, complex to pick up if you were trying to do everything else?
For sure. It was, you know, in the moment of stillness that is an injury as an athlete, you know, there's a lot of ways you could capitalize on that time. And for me, it was all the busy work. Let me put in as much effort as possible on the front end. So by the time I'm playing next year, that week-to-week workload isn't as much in terms of, you know, every single player we played, scouting report on their character traits, athletic traits, background, all that, defensive coordinator reports every single week. And, you know, I did the, you know, 17, 18 games that we had of those teams, but this offseason's big on just getting the rest of the teams. So it was a lot of that busy work that kind of, you know, I could anticipate rookie quarterbacks would go through playing, you know, not having that foundational knowledge on the team, on the players. I wanted to make sure that I had a well-rounded approach going into each week and a well-rounded understanding of what I was going to get.
JJ McCarthy, courtesy of Sleep Number here on the Rich Eisen Show. What were you picking Sam Darnold's brain about? Like, give me some examples.
Mostly just how he handles success. You know, for me, it was more the observation of it and just witnessing how he was the same guy every single day. He had this beautiful ability to really not care too much.
Shout
or
out
not
Sam
care
Darnold,
too
though,
little.
man.
And that was something that, I battle with because I
JJ
care
sounds ready
so
to
much,
go.
and
No,
then
that's
I
a
find
fact.
myself in times when it doesn't
He
really go
damn
your
sure
way,
does.
which is inevitable.
Hit those
and
thumbs
kinda
up.
get
Hey, that's a
down on
fact. Hit
yourself,
the
and
like
that
button.
critic gets a little louder. But he had a great ability to just keep the main thing, and just focus on attacking each day. And he played really well this year, so it was really awesome to witness that.
I would have taken the under of 5 minutes into the conversation, hearing my first Jim Harbaughism from you. I just heard it. I heard the attack each day, JJ. I heard that.
With an enthusiasm unknown to mankind.
I heard it. I would have taken the under. It took you 5 minutes to drop one of those.
That's
the Michigan man. I picked it up. I heard that.
Oh yeah. Adnan, that's true. JJ McCarthy was using VR stuff. I don't know if he mentions it in any of these. I would think if somebody would have been the one that asked him that type of question, it would have been Rich. I don't think the Sports Illustrated asked him, and he did Sports Illustrated, Rich Eisen, and I think he did CBS today. So he did 3, I believe. I know he did those 3 for sure. I don't know if he did any more of them, but 3 is enough. You know what I mean? The other ones are shorter. This is the longest one, so I just wanted to get through this one first. But the CBS one, the Sports Center one is very telling because that's where he drops like a bombshell, bro. Like he drops a bombshell that kind of paints the picture of, is there a conversation about Sam Darnold coming back to this team? This is the thing. I see, our reporters for the Vikings, Tom Pelissero, all these other guys that just report the Vikings posting, all options are on the table, this, that, and the third. Listen, quit with all that bullshit. I'm just keep it real. Just stop with it, right? Because at the end of the day, I remember last year when it was the Kirk situation and, all options are on the table. Quit it. All right. This team knew from the giddy that we wasn't bringing Kirk back. I don't think that they were bringing Kirk back even if he would have signed for $10 million. I think their mind was made up, bruh. Like you brought in Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi to locate a franchise quarterback and win championships. That is the process we're seeing unfold at the moment. All right. Like, bro, you didn't bring them in to keep a quarterback that's a veteran that hasn't won shit, to be honest with you, to just keep on kicking the can down the road, bro, with the same old result. No, that's just not what it is. This whole thing is unfolding exactly how a lot of us visioned it. A lot of us knew what was happening. I mean, the writing is on the wall. There is no all options on the table. JJ McCarthy is your QB1 moving forward. All right? That's just what it is, man.
But, it is
shout out my skol go ski, man.
See that from him because his journey, right? I mean, his journey, being drafted as high as he was and then go through as many teams as the number.
Shout out Andy Carr, man. Let's go.
Of the draft pick he was taking 3 and then showing up here and then making the most of an opportunity that he really didn't know he was going to have for sure until obviously what happened to you. And I'm wondering what, seeing it get a front row seat for you, that was something you picked up. It's pretty cool to hear that.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Everyone
has their own individual quarterback journey, and to be a part of his at the time is a complete blessing and a lot of experience.
At the time it was
carry with me throughout
speaking
the rest of my
in
career.
past
JJ
tense.
McCarthy here on the Rich Eisen Show. What has Kevin O'Connell told you about what's to come
pay
and
attention.
your opportunity? What has been communicated to you, JJ?
With Coach O'Connell, he's one of the most genuine guys I know, and our conversations have
shout out KO,
nothing
man.
about the greatest thing for the Minnesota Vikings. At the end of the day, there's a lot of things that are certainly above my pay grade and some things above his pay grade. And, he's the one that has the pen last on the field, and that's about all I know. So just being able to just be in the moment with him every time I get the chance to interact with him and really pick his brain, because, those are a lot of moments that I can miss up thinking about the future, thinking about the uncertainties that, I can't do anything about. So it's really just, optimizing each moment and each time I have with that great mind of the game, but most importantly, a great freaking human being.
Yeah, and
that boy love KO. I think he loves KO just as much as KO loves him. You know what I mean? Like that's the great part about their relationship is they both love each other the same. Like that. I mean, he's JJ McCarthy's so invested. You could tell he looks up to KOC. I mean, he's been raving. Even if you think about pre-draft, right? Just pre-draft when he was interviewing with all teams and they asked him specifically about the Vikings process and how'd you like, I mean, and he was just glazing Kevin O'Connell, bro, glazing him. All right. And this is before the draft even started. So like he's glazing our coach, not knowing that shit. Maybe the Giants want you, bro. Maybe the Commanders were gonna pick you. You don't know at that time, right? So, but he said, I don't give a damn, man. I'm gonna tell you, my favorite is KO. So he been jerking them off, which is a good thing. All right, I don't mean that any disrespect. I mean, it is what it is, man. It's great to have a coach and quarterback bond like that. You want that because those two are going to be the ones locked in the most together, trying to figure out ways to carry this football team. So shout out Sarah in the building, man. Let's go, man. I see you. Shout out Sarah in the building. Shout out Sarah in the building, man. To even talk about Trey Lance. Hell nah, we ain't doing that. Somebody said, would you want Kirk back if he's free? Nope. I don't even want him back if he's free. We got to stop moving backwards. All right. Like we got to stop moving backwards. Remember what y'all told me when we were talking about Dalvin Cook a couple of years ago? Oh no, we just need to move on. Hey, all right. I feel the same way about Kirk, man. No. All right. We moving on. We're not going backwards. We're moving forward. All right. Sarah said people call him a handoff merchant and he can't throw the ball. Apparently, people don't know who KOC is. No way in hell would he draft a quarterback who can't throw the ball since he loves to throw the ball. No, that's a fact, though. It's common sense, man. I think some people just be talking just the damn talk. You hear me? Shout out my Skol Broski with the $9.99, man. Bang, bang, McCarthy gang. That is a fact, man. Let's go, man. Let's get back to it real quick. I'm excited, man.
Obviously, you can't control what happens in free agency, right? So you're just going to have to sit back and learn, like everybody else, what the plans are for Sam Darnold internally and what he might do externally. That's basically it for you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm just going to control what I can control and attack each day with enthusiasm on demand.
There we go. Who's got
that smile look crazy, though. He knows some shit. He knows some shit.
You're a quarterback. You're a competitor. You're a control freak. Otherwise, you wouldn't be in the position you're in right now.
He knows some shit.
How does that all sit with you, JJ?
You know, it's just all I could ask for is a fair opportunity. You know, that's the one thing that, you know, I feel like everybody's given, and it's fundamental. And, you know, when money gets involved, things
shout out my boy Hoodage, man.
You know, reps get skewed.
Shout out Lemmy.
There's different things that come into the whole, you know, political world that everyone talks about. But
Lemmy, we're gonna get to that.
Have to focus on.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Control. My feelings don't matter. Like, I'm not getting any grace. There's no sympathy. Like, this is the big leagues, and just being able to, you know, approach it with just steadfast, narrow tunnel vision on just the task at hand, which is that workout that day, that film study, that extra, you know, little thing I'm going to do for my fiance that day, and just really just staying in the moment, because, you know, that gives me the most peace of mind through all this.
And of course, it helps to have a good night's rest, right, JJ McCarthy?
Yes, sir.
See, let
me just say this too, for the ones who might not have actually watched the interviews. That boy face getting fat again. You feel me? Like that boy face, that boy face built. Cause I gotta be honest, when they did show that video, that one video of him, that famous video of him walking on the sideline, and he was super skinny, face looked skinny, almost didn't look like him. I'm gonna tell you, he back. You feel me? If you go watch it, he back. The cheeks are puffed out. I'm telling you, he there. You feel me? It's happening.
That's why you're the GOAT, Rich. Oh my God.
Yeah, she's just a legend to it.
The sleep number, just being able to, like, the most important thing for me is with my ADHD, I'm very unorganized throughout my day. And I have to just like,
damn, my boy got ADHD
schedule and have these nightly debriefs.
My boy had no shame. My boy said, damn, with my ADHD, I'm very unorganized. God damn, why you had to tell us that, man? Don't do that. Don't do that, JJ, man. You know what I mean? You're supposed to keep that shit to yourself. Nah, I feel, you know. Shout out Pablo, man. Shout out Pablo, man. I see you still mourning. Hey, nah, facts, man. Hey, but we got to start popping out. You know what I mean? Listen, after this Sunday right here, we back on even playing field. There's only going to be one fan base that's ultimately going to be satisfied with how this season turned out. That's the great thing of that. That's the good thing and the bad thing about the NFL and what keeps us so like just anxious and motivated to keep talking about it and keep supporting it, because hey, there's only one trophy, man. There literally is only one trophy. So only one fan base really gonna be able to pop their shit. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I'm going Chiefs. You know, hey, y'all can drop down in the chat right now just so we can see where everybody's standing on the Super Bowl. I know some people saying it's rigged, and I got something for that. I'm actually dropping a video tomorrow about is the NFL rigged? So I'm gonna switch it up. So y'all make sure y'all tap in tomorrow to the video I drop, man. But look, man, I'm going Chiefs though. You know, I'm going Chiefs, and I'll explain my reasons tomorrow. But again, hey, look, man, I'm telling you, only one fan base gonna be lit. After starting next Monday, we back on to the as long as the Lions didn't win the shit, I'm cool.
Hey, like, what was my workout? But most importantly, I start that day with my sleep number score and just like all the little intricacies with breath rate, HRV, and just really have that, step back perspective on my well-being. And sleep number providing that data is just unbelievable. Wearing the Whoop, wearing Oura rings, wearing Apple Watches, it gets very uncomfortable for me at night when I'm sleeping. So they just make it easy on me.
So,
and the 86% of the guys on our team.
So. That's right. 86%.
We're going to talk about that, Dayon.
Sleep number.
We're going to touch on that too.
Sleep and wellness partner of the National Football League.
I'll touch on that after this interview. And then
how does it help you with your ADHD? Because I'd imagine being a quarterback and having any attention deficit.
We're going to touch on that, Myles Garrett,
would be an issue. JJ.
Oh, well, I feel like ADHD has gotten a bad rap.
Okay.
Hold up.
There's a lot of different things coming.
Hold up, not the ADHD conversation coming down the pipeline full force. I mean, we really about to dig into this shit right now. Like, damn, we about to get into the ADHD. I mean, I feel like I have a small case of ADHD too. I mean, I feel like it's a normal thing. I think a lot of people have it, but god damn, we about to do this though. Like, this is where we about to head. Okay, let's head down that road.
Fuck that I have no right to speak on, but a lot of people could do the information or the research for themselves and realize that it is somewhat of a superpower. And you look at
a superpower
and all the benefits of that. When you actually love something, you're actually passionate about it. You lock in so much more intensely. And the downside of ADHD is obviously the attention deficit and just being able to just concentrate on going to the fridge, getting a water. That's it. Nothing else. You don't have to go finish that. You don't have to go start that. You don't have to remind to call him back. Just do that. And what the sleep number does is it kind of starts my day with that mindset of, okay, one thing at a time, just like I'm going to be one play at a time on the field. And that's the most benefit I've been getting out of the sleep number, other than the high quality sleep that it provides.
JJ McCarthy here on the Rich Eisen Show. A few minutes left with JJ. All right. You know when I needed my most rest, JJ, was when damn it. But
there's always next year. That's the beautiful thing about sports.
Yo, that's crazy.
That is correct. But
I can't believe we're doing
what
this.
Are your two
Shout
cents
out Brian Force in the building.
Michigan being followed up by the Ohio State as national champions.
Let's see.
I'll go the low road, and that wasn't the most recent national champion.
Okay, they talking about the natty now, so we'll get off that one. All right. So now that we got that out the way, I mean, great interview too, man. Shout out Rich Eisen, man, for always putting together great interviews. I love Rich Eisen. I'm gonna tell you right now, he's probably one of my favorite when it comes to the guys in the main media that actually do interviews. His show is just so chill, and he kind of just calls it how he sees it and shit like that. So I like Rich Eisen. So great one, man. What I pull away from this interview, and this one wasn't the one that was super spicy. I didn't even listen to this one. So I listened to this one right with you guys fresh. But man, it sounds like our quarterback's ready. I mean, it also sounds like our quarterback definitely looks up to his head coach, KOC, sounds like him, talks like him, carries himself like him. So, I mean, those are some things I took away from that. I'm actually excited about the JJ McCarthy era to officially start. He's ahead of schedule. He's healthy. I know in one of the interviews that we're going to listen to, he says he's throwing, running, doing all of that. So there's no concern there about the injury. But let's talk about Myles Garrett real quick. Because I know I did a video, and I know there is some people that are saying he's 30, he's old, this, that, and the third. What do you have to trade for him? Okay, look, man. I'm gonna put it like this: where I stand with the Myles Garrett. If you didn't see my video about it, is I like the idea. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna lose sleep either way. But the truth is this: if we're in a position as Vikings and we're saying, look, we're trying to win. See, this is my thing with Dallas Turner. I love Dallas Turner, bro. I do. All right. But we also got to understand too that Dallas Turner is something that you're gauging it off of the, it's possible that he's going to turn into X player, right? When you're talking about a guy like Myles Garrett, why I get so intrigued with those type of moves and I'm so all in on him for the most part when it's a player of his caliber is because I know the moment he puts on a Vikings jersey, he is going to change the trajectory of our defense, bruh. Like you don't have to wonder, guess if he's going to be good. Like you just know he's going to be good, right? Like you just know it. So that's why with those type of moves, I'm usually in on them. At least pick up the phone and see what it's talking about. Now, you don't, mortgage your future for a player like him at 30. I can agree with that. You don't do that, And at the end of the day, like our pass rush, it was pretty decent. It wasn't broken. It was pretty good with Van Ginkel, Grenard. So I wouldn't say that it was broke. But what I will say is you add a player like Myles Garrett, bro, it's really fixed. You know what I mean? Like it's really fixed. He plays a 4-3. I think it would be similar to when Daniil Hunter was with us, having to transition from that 4-3 to that 3-4. So that could be something that may come in and you're looking at it like, well, it might not be a fit. Like Norse said Garrett doesn't fit, Hey, I can stand with that. Right? I can stand with that. So I'm okay with that. This is my thing. I'm not hell bent or gonna die on the hill of beating the table. Oh, the Vikings need to go get, Myles Garrett. Like, I think we can be good without him. He's not that player that it's like, oh, you have to make this happen. Like, you have to get this done right now. Like, this has to be a move. But again, if it was to happen, I think fans, as the season would start, I think you would appreciate it. Because one thing I don't want to happen, regardless if we get him or not, shout out De Niro in the building, man. Let's go. Shout out Nero, man. One thing I don't want to happen is the Lions. You feel me? I don't want him getting them. I don't want him going there. The Bears and the Packers. All right. With that's one thing we don't want to happen. Could you imagine him and the Aiden Hutchinson together? And we have to face that twice, bruh. I'm gonna tell you right now, like, we can say what we want to say right now about, oh, we don't want Myles Garrett, but that's cool. But we also don't want him to be in the NFC North. We don't. All right, I can promise you that. We don't want to see that motherfucker twice. We just don't, man. But hey, again, that's that. I think Garrett goes to the Commanders. That makes sense. He did say he wants to compete for a Super Bowl. So he's probably going to go to a team that, he's probably going to go to a team that looks like they're competing at least. I mean, being on the Browns for your career, where you've been average at best. I mean, their best year, they won like 9 games and won a playoff game. I mean, that's the best he's ever had. So I could see him being sick of that shit. Imagine if he goes to like the Eagles or something, though. I mean, that's the thing. It's just one of those things where it's like, man, be aggressive when it's time to be aggressive. All right. Be aggressive when it's time to be aggressive, man. Shout out all day, Ed, in the building. I see you. All right. So we off that. All right. Cooper Kupp. Let's talk about Cooper Kupp. Listen, there's a lot more fans from what I've been seeing across the airways today and yesterday that would much rather that are more open to like, hey, let's bring a Cooper Kupp in, the relationship with your boy. Hey, Nero, send it to the email, bro. I'll jump on that thing. I'll drop a verse. You got the beat and everything set up. I'm on that. Hey, send the open verse to the email. I'm on that. That's all I need, man. Give me an empty slot so I can do my thing. For sure. I got you. That'll be fire. I ain't gonna lie. If you do that, man, send that for sure. But like Cooper Kupp, man, it's like, I don't know, man. Wide receiver 3, cool. All right. Wide receiver 3, cool. Part of me feels like Cooper Kupp kind of maybe feels like Adam Thielen when he left, is like, hey, look, I still got gas in the tank. I still can be a premium wide receiver, for somebody's team and make a bag. I still think that. That's why I think we might be out of the race for that. Only because if he comes, when you're dealing with wide receivers in the Minnesota Vikings, bro, we have we have Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison, bro. Like, I mean, if you come to our team, bro, you're being a wide receiver 3. There is no, oh, can I possibly get the 2 or no? You come to our team, you're wide receiver 3, bro. Like that's it. Are you all right with that? You all right with only getting 4 targets a game, 5 targets a game? You cool with that? If you're cool with that, sign him up. Because out of those 3, 4, 5 targets that we get him, I mean, I think the chances will be high that he catches the ball. So shit, I ain't mad at it. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's gonna fall for it. But I would be open to a Cooper Kupp trade if it was for the right price and there's really nothing you gotta mortgage. It's just because the boy been hurt too, man. You know what I mean? Boy been hurt a lot too. So ankle surgeries every year. Like, I mean, boy been hurt. This isn't his triple crown year, man. He did that shit in 19. It's been 4 years, man. We removed from that. For sure. We're gonna need him or Naylor to step up again when Addison go out. Yeah, Ray Petty. I can agree with that. I mean, look, man, there's nothing wrong with having a guy like Cooper Kupp and adding him to your team. I think what's more important is what type of role does he expect? And that is the questions that will be asked, right? When you're talking to KOC and them, is like, because I know KOC loves some Cooper Kupp, but I don't think he's gonna let Cooper Kupp just come into the room and just take the spot over. Like, hey, bro, I'm with you now, KO. Like, you remember what we did in LA? Nah, dog, we got 18-3, bro. You tripping? Like, nah, bro, this ain't 2019. Like, straight up, man. So I don't know. I'm a firm believer in there's a such thing as having too much firepower at the wide receiver position. You want to have there has to be the balance there. And I think with Addison and Jefferson, that right there is almost that's perfect. Getting that number 3 is where we need to really find, but it needs to be that sweet spot of a guy that doesn't have an ego, is okay with a couple targets, but also makes the best out of every target he gets. Makes the best out of them. So I don't know, man. Would you rather have Kupps or Diggs? First of all, Diggs, no. Again, Diggs is it's personality for me. Diggs is not going for being a wide receiver 3. He ain't doing that. I would take Thielen. I think Thielen now would probably be able to, at the age he is, he'll probably be able to realize, like, hey, you know what I mean? I'll take a 3 role, man. I understand. I think Cooper Kupp is at that beginning stage of what Thielen was 2 years ago when he left us. Thinking like, man, look here, man, I still deserve a bag, bro. I can still put up 1,000 yards a season, which he did with the Panthers too. I remember when we did a live, we were talking about, listen, and the Panthers drafted this guy, Mingo, and all that. I was like, bro, Adam Thielen's going to be wide receiver 1 over there. Like, facts, bro. Like, ain't no wide receiver they drafting or they got on that team is better than Thielen. Straight up. And it showed. You know what I mean? But Diggs, absolutely not. Thielen was working out with J-Mac in the offseason. Yeah, no, he was. He was too. I know they got a little relationship. So I'll be all right with Thielen, man. I love Thielen. So, you know what I mean? I'm always say bring Thielen back for the 3 ski. You feel me? He ain't even got to be fast no more. I just think he knows how to get open. He knows spacing, man. Thielen is super good at the spacing on the field. So is Cooper Kupp. But like he's really good at spacing, man. So he's not the fastest guy. That's why there is a such thing as something when you look at wide receivers, you look at how they're able to get separation. Because some players, all wide receivers aren't like super quick and fast. They just understand spacing, and Thielen's one of those guys. He's just really good at it. He's like, I can't use my speed and quickness because, you know, Thielen used to stay getting hawked down. Yeah, I mean, Thielen used to stay getting hawked down, boy, for sure. He was not taking that shit to the crib. He might got like 2 or 3 in his whole career. I know the Rams was one of them. I hate Kate Thielen. Man, his wife ain't out there playing, man. You know what I mean? His wife ain't out there playing. I agree with a couple comments as far as paying max contracts for 2 wide receivers ain't happening. Yeah, no, that's a fact. No, we ain't doing that. We definitely ain't doing that for sure. That just doesn't make sense, man. Diggs is a horn hopper. Hey, no, that was crazy. Hey, that was crazy. Did Two Evil say that? Or there's who said that in the chat? I think somebody like said it in the chat or something, or it might have been Papa. I think Papa actually said it during one of the lives. He's like, hell no, we don't want that man's a horn hopper. That's when we were about to play. That was this year, matter of fact, when we were about to play the Texans. That was hilarious, bruh. Horn hopper is crazy. Because this man went from the Vikings to the Bills to the damn Texans, man. That boy called that boy a horn hopper, boy. Yeah, that was lit. We're drafting Addison's replacement in a year or 2. Damn, Sarah, you think we getting Addison's replacement? I think Addison's good, man. Like, I think Addison's actually a productive and good player. You know what I mean? I really do.
With the Super Bowl this weekend, the 2025.
Let's see our boy. Hold on, man. Let me see what we're gonna see what JJ talk. I think this is the one. Hold on. They talking about Sam Darnold. They gotta talk about Sammy D.
Meniscus in his right knee, and that put him on the shelf.
There we go.
JJ McCarthy joining us now on CBS Sports.
This is the CBS one, so let's see what you're talking
about. Where are you at with your recovery process, JJ?
I'm feeling amazing. You know, we're running, throwing, doing the whole thing, and it feels better than ever.
Running, throwing, doing the whole thing. Running, throwing, doing the whole thing. You feel me? So, like, ain't no question.
To hear that, what would you say was the biggest adjustment going from that Michigan offense to the Vikings system?
Ooh, she asking some good questions.
I would say the biggest adjustment is just, you know, are you willing to empty your cup of knowledge of what you learned before so it doesn't disrupt, you know, all the knowledge and wisdom that you're going to obtain being in a room like I was in this past season. So being able to really just step back and truly act like I don't know a single thing about the game and take in as much as possible. That was the biggest adjustment that I had to make because, you know, this offense is very intricate and it has a lot of details that make the thing go. So, yeah.
With that said, which teammate or coach helped you the most?
Now, you know, y'all realize how he said that, right? Shout out Chess Master, man. More salary cap will be available at the end of his contract, though. No, that's a fact. Y'all heard what he said about how there's a lot of things that go into the offense. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I know there's a lot of us, not me, but there is fans out here that believe that maybe KOC's offense is too complex. Maybe he needs to simplify it a little more and just be more effective that way. Because and an offense to use as an example is the Commanders. Like the Commanders, believe it or not, bro, they run their offense is so damn simple, bro. Like me and you can run that shit. You know what I mean? Like Cliff Kingsbury, he just got that shit running smoothly though. And I think because it's so simple, it tricks defenses because they're like, yo, you really running this shit? Like, this is the shit you running? Like, for real, you running a college offense on it? Yes. Because you don't expect it. You know, we're not about to make this shit harder than it has to be. And sometimes that could be the case with Kevin O'Connell is just trying to be a little too complex. But at the end of the day, man, we'll see how it plays out.
In that transition, did you get any good advice from Sam Darnold?
Yeah, great advice from all the quarterbacks, but Coach O'Connell has definitely been the one that has.
Again, man. Did you get any good advice? Did you get any good advice from all the quarterbacks? Yeah, quarterbacks. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Kevin O'Connell though, like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck them, fuck the quarterbacks. You feel me?
Really opened my mind up to so many different aspects of the offense, the game in general, and just, how to really be a pro quarterback. His expectations of me are held to such a standard that I can't thank him enough for every single day. And, just being able to know that we get the chance to go to war together every single game, every single day next year, it's going to be.
That's the line I was looking for. Hold up. Let me, we about to reverse that. You feel me? That's what I was looking for. I didn't remember which one it was on, but I knew I heard it. Listen closely. Pay attention. This is what I said, there is no discussion on who is the QB1 next year. He spilled the beans right here. He didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like, listen, he's only 22, getting asked questions on national TV. He's talking. He talking, you know what I mean?
And just, how to really be a pro quarterback. His expectations of me are held to such a standard that I can't thank him enough for every single day. And, just being able to know that we get the chance to go to war together every single game, every single day next year.
We get the chance to go to war every single game, every single day next year. You know what I mean? Every single game, every single day next year. Let that sink in, man. I'm just excited that me and Kevin O'Connell get to go to war every single day and every single game next year. Yeah, he really talking about this year, you know what I mean? 2025.
It's going to be freaking, a fun ride with that guy.
You have worked under some pretty incredible coaches, and everyone that I know that knows Jim Harbaugh has a good story. What's your favorite one you could share with us?
My favorite one that I tell everybody, which literally gave me the utmost respect for him in the world and gave me this "I'll run through a brick wall for you" kind of mantra with, him and Coach O'Connell. It was, I think it was July. Like summer camp, it's freaking hot. We just finished 3-hour practice. He calls it Indian summer in Michigan around that time.
North.
And it's just like the man decided, so we do these fourth quarter finishers after every single, we did these fourth quarter finishers after every single practice, and he decided to do every single one of them with us. And there was a day that it was extremely strenuous. We're pushing these prowlers that the O-linemen were pushing, and he was doing it in shoes, and it was just set up for failure. And he was still doing it. And then at the end of it, all these bodies on the laundry room floor, just like totally exhausted. And I look up and I see Coach Harbaugh right there, leaning on the wall, like, and right there, I knew that he was my guy, and I was going to do anything for him and do whatever I was asked.
Man, he is one of.
Hey, nah, facts, Norris. You get a Ric Flair for that one. Facts. The dynasty. Let's go, man. Definitely getting the 2 clappies.
Kind, that's for sure. I got to ask you, where did you watch the Michigan-Ohio State game? Where were you?
To be honest with you,
I don't care.
That we all love and appreciate watching, and they got the job done. Which at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So it was a great game.
They certainly did. What were your thoughts on the flag planting? I know everyone made a huge deal about it.
I don't care about college. We talk about the Vikings right now.
Guys from the past like Baker do it, and it was their flag. Never know if that was the case, but you never know.
We'll never know. That's very mature of you. Very mature answer there. Have you had a kind of welcome to the NFL moment, whether it was practice, in the preseason game, just being around certain players where you're like, holy, I made it. Like, I'm here.
I would say my welcome to the NFL moment was IR. I had no idea injury reserve. IR. There was 2 of them, and that one was taken out for the whole year. So I'd say that. Damn. And just, all the different things that go outside of just those great and phenomenal athletes that you're playing with and playing against. And, in terms of
using Robinhood Gold.
We're not using Robin. Well, yeah, I do use Robinhood, but hold on. I got to unplug it when they talking these ads. CBS ain't shit. See, Rich Eisen didn't have any ads in a whole interview. You know what I mean? CBS just got to be extra, don't they?
I've never seen someone jump so high and make it so effortlessly. He literally looked like Mike flying through the air. It was a beautiful sight.
All right, so you mentioned the IR there, and you're in your recovery process right now, and I know you've really been prioritizing your sleep during this process. So how has the sleep number bed kind of aided you in that?
What's up with the sleep number bed?
Sleep is the most important thing for recovery. And
is he sponsored by Sleep Number or some shit? Like, I mean, goddamn. Even CBS?
Taking it seriously, having a nighttime.
Don't tell me we're gonna go down the ADHD road
How are
again.
you going to promote the quality and duration of your REM sleep? And the biggest thing I picked up from Sleep Number was the data that you could acquire that next morning. Right away, I get to wake up, go into my journal, write down my sleep score, and it's been a steady anchor for me throughout this whole recovery process to just gain the momentum in my morning so I could attack every day.
He's sponsored by Sleep Number. I could tell. God,
I gotta get a new mattress. I'm gonna look into that. All right, before I let you go, who you got, KC or Philly?
I can't pick because I can see reasons on both sides.
Okay.
But I just want a good game. I don't want to blow out. I want a nail biter. And, those are two phenomenal teams. They're obviously, been at the top of their game for a long time in this league or this past, 5, 6, 7 years. The Chiefs dynasty is something that, we get frustrated about. And, it's the same thing with New England, but it's something to appreciate because they do a lot of the little things right. And, the big moments, they step up.
No, that's a fact. We ain't here for you to glaze the Chiefs. I'm going Chiefs too, though, JJ. You know what I mean? An air mattress works just as good. Shout out Bob. No, I love the air mattress too, though. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm used to the air mattress. You feel me? Yeah, blow that thing up. See, shit. I got the air mattress. That I don't have it now, obviously, but like I had the air mattress where it had the button on the side too. Boy, you ain't even had to have the damn thing anymore to plug it in and blow it up. You just hit the switch and that shit just. You know what I mean? A fancy ass air mattress. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, my first apartment, but I slept on an air mattress for like 6 months. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Let's see what they talking about. This is the last
you're joining us on behalf of Sleep
I think this is the
Number,
one where he said something about caged animal or something.
I want to start off by talking a little college football. Your biggest rival at Michigan.
The closest form of organized warfare you can get. Like I was talking with Michael Williams at the combine, and he said the same exact thing. And it's like when you lead up to that game, every single day you're thinking about them, and then you play them. It's almost like a surreal moment when, ahead of schedule, on track.
In the preseason, how is your recovery process going now?
It's going amazing. We are, ahead of schedule, on track, whatever you want to call it, but it's going good, and we'll be ready in around 67 days for
67
OTAs.
days.
And, we're running, throwing. Everything feels great.
I know that you're really big on meditation and visualization. Has that played a role in your recovery process?
100%. I feel like injuries for athletes, it's a time of stillness where you really have to sit your body down like you do in meditation, and you have to explore, different aspects of yourself other than your physical aspects. And, being able to sit down and really, question, what is this doing for me, God? How are you, preparing me for the roads ahead, and just being able to really center myself again and work on the human being so then when the football player steps out there, he'll be a lot better than before.
What did you learn about yourself dealing with adversity so early on in your NFL career?
That adversity is, where you're going to experience your greatest strides and growth. And being able to lean into that resistance, embrace the discomfort.
What's good, Kinetic?
It's shown me and opened up doors to me that I know that wouldn't have been opened up if I didn't go through that adversity. So just honestly so grateful for it. Obviously it sucks in the moment and you're out for the season, and Michigan teaches you a lot of things, but never heard anything about IR.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it was just a wild roller coaster that I'm very appreciative of.
That's an amazing outlook. And I feel like you always have such a great perspective on these type of situations, keeping your head up. I'm just curious, what's your biggest goal for year 2? Obviously, we're in the off season now, and I know we're at the Super Bowl. We're still talking football, but heading into year 2, what is your biggest goal?
My biggest goal is to just go to war with my brothers, have an opportunity to go out there and shed some blood with them. And, just
shed some blood,
really hurt
the warrior.
Not doing that. So, that's what I'm looking forward to.
The quarterback rookie class, JJ, has gotten so much attention. You got Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, both candidates for offensive rookie of the year. With
I'm
you
glad
getting
you
back
good now.
into the swing of things as you get healthy, how hungry are you to have your skill set added into that conversation of this?
One thing for sure, man, you'll never be homeless again. You feel me? Because you could always just swerve to the crib, man. I got you, man. Shit, you sleep in the podcast room, bro. I got futon. Never again. You know what I'm saying? Never again. Don't worry.
Great rookie class.
Somebody got
say
you.
it's a caged animal.
Somebody in Purple Gang got you. Shout out Devin Robinson in the building, man. I see you.
I love it. Okay, tell me about your partnership with Sleep Number.
Literally one of the most impactful things that I discovered about what I needed to, strip away, which was unorganization and time management. Sleep Number provided that steady anchor where every morning I would write down,
all right, so
stay safe.
Yep, that's great. Absolutely. We were playing for everybody's safety.
All right, that's it on that one. That one was short too. I know that was the Sleep Number spew. So, I mean, look, man, what I get from all three of these interviews, it feels good, first of all, hearing our quarterback speak with confidence today, going on his radio tour and kind of just letting people know how he feels, what he did throughout the season. Yeah, go ahead, bro. You straight, man. Go ahead. What's it for? What's the GoFundMe for, bro? What you got going on? But like just letting everybody know like how like the season went and all this good stuff. I mean, look, man, this is the thing. I know it was tough for him, but he's a soldier. Like having to sit back, especially seeing how the other rookies were performing. It was like a year of the rookies actually doing really well. All the rookie quarterbacks kind of did really good, at least the top ones, right? They all did pretty good. It just shows that the development that college is giving these kids nowadays, high school is giving these kids are ready to come in. I don't call them kids, but the younger generation, they're coming in ready to ball out. There is no such thing as having to sit for 3-4 years anymore. I know I keep repeating that, but it's the truth. There is no, let them sit for 2-3 years and sit behind somebody and this, that, and the third. No, bruh. These guys are ready now. You know what I mean? They're ready and they're effective. They're not just out there. Because if you look at the Jaden Daniels, what Bo Nix did, taking his team to the playoffs as well. I mean, Penix, he looked decent when he got his little bit of shine. Drake May started coming around. I mean, look, man, Caleb Williams, these quarterbacks were doing their thing, man. Like shit that you really didn't see. Could you imagine 15 years ago and you got 4 or 5 rookie quarterbacks starting in the NFL, what their stats would have been? Like them shit would have been ugly, man. You feel me? Them shit would have been ugly, bro. Like facts, man. So it's good, man. It's good that these quarterbacks are coming in and they're ready, man. And I feel like we have somebody that actually is going to come in this season, and you're gonna see that he put in the work in the offseason. You're gonna see that maybe he didn't get the physical reps, but you're gonna see that the mental. And the GOAT told you, all right? The GOAT told you 90% of this quarterbacking is mental. The GOAT, Tom Brady himself. Tom Brady is the most non-athletic person in sports, damn near. You know what I mean? When you're talking about running, jumping, everything that would consider you to be an athletic type of guy. Tom Brady is none of it. You know what I mean? Like, he's none of it, bro. He's none of it. So at the end of the day, man, look, man, the mental part, I feel confident in our quarterback being able to put that in. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, drop it in the Discord too, Kinetic. Let me see. Appreciate it. Currently trying to make ends meet while I'm waiting for neck and back surgery and trying to take care of my mom through her cancer treatment. Damn, for sure. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, do that. Drop it in the Discord, bro. We got you. What's going down, man? Shout out Mamba, man. Let's go, man. You can drop the link here too, though. You can drop the link here for tonight too. If anybody want to chip in a couple $, man, I know I'm gonna throw you something, bro. I got you for sure. You know what I mean? I got you for sure, man. I'll throw you something. I'll late, but I'll rewind it late. Hey, no, facts, mom. But no, we went through and we we went through and we damn near looked at the interviews with our QB1. We reacted to them, and that's that. You know what I mean? Like, we just had to react to these shits, man, and see what's really going on. And we feel good right now. You know what I mean? We feel good about our quarterback. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm ready for 2025. And this is the thing. He let it be known that he's excited to go to war every day and every game. You feel me? For Kevin O'Connell. He done spilt the beans. There is no Sam Darnold coming back. That shit over with. Straight up. That shit's a wrap. It's over with. All right, hold on. Let me go. I got you, Kinetic. I'm gonna post it real quick. What time is it? I'll stay on for like 5 more minutes. I'm gonna post this link real quick, man. Listen, man. Anybody want to help out the broski? And we'll make sure we do more too with this, man, on the live Friday. Shit, to be honest, Kinetic, man, if you ain't doing that, and you could tap in Friday on the show, man, and we can talk. You know what I mean? Let's see. I bet. I just dropped it in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to support him, hey, go ahead, man. You know what I mean? Support the move, man. Let's help our brother out. You know how the community come together. Shout out everybody in the building, man, for sure. Even if it's just $1, whatever you got. You know what I mean? $1, 50 cents. It don't matter. Shit, whatever you got, man. And trust me, when you do things like this for our peoples, man, it come back to you. Like, you donate $1 today to him, believe me, within the next week, you will receive double back. It always happens, man. I'm a firm believer in that. I always help out when I can, and I always get it right back. Just always get it back. You know what I mean? Like, for sure. So that's why I never have an issue with doing stuff like this, because I know it's coming back. So shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's support our boy Kinetic, man, for sure. And if you don't got it financially, send the prayers out. Send the prayers out for his family, man, for his moms and him as well. You know what I mean? For sure. So shout out everybody in the building, man. We about to get out of here, though. I appreciate everybody that tapped in tonight. This was a great show. I like this show. I was going to do a video, but a video just wouldn't have been enough. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't have been enough, man. And I look forward to the off season. I'm going to feel way better after Sunday, once the playing field is even for all teams, including the Eagles and the Chiefs, because one of them's going to win their ring and they can celebrate, and that shit'll be over with. And now it's back to, can you do this shit again? You know, and we get to be part of that. And I can't wait for that. So I think starting next week, it's going to be just going to be a lot more conversations and fun to talk about the shit, man, just because we ain't got to worry about talking about the Super Bowl. And watching the Super Bowl is always painful when your team's not in it. We got to get in it to win it. But we heard our future quarterback talk. And if you don't feel good going to bed tonight, I don't know what to tell you. But as a Vikings fan, you should feel confident that we got a soldier that's going to be running this team, man. Him and KOC, father and son. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I love y'all, man. I'll see y'all Friday. Holla.